Good morning, everybody. St. Lucia, how are you feeling today? I hope my greetings finds everybody doing well. Today we have our friends and family from the YPG here because they're bringing us yet another event. And this is in line with World Suicide Prevention Day, which of course we observed earlier this week. So let me formally introduce you to some new faces. And you are?
Tanya.
Great. She's not a new face. We have
Kenya.
And he is a newcomer to the show. So how are you today and your name?
Stanley, I'm good.
All right, perfect. So the event is called Help Breaking the Silence, and as you can see, it's definitely in line with suicide prevention, and YPG is a youth network, so the target will be our youth here in St. Lucia. And believe it or not, a lot of persons, young and old, have suicidal thoughts and have considered this, and it is a major issue, although it may seem a little bit underlying. So first of all, I think we'll start off with Tanya, who will just tell us a little bit about the event for this Saturday.
Okay, so the event is called Breaking the Silence, right? Because normally we have youths at home who are going through some problems, abuse, and mentally challenged because of, like depression and stuff, and they don't speak to their parents about it. They don't speak to even their friends about it. So this event is one where we use this event in order to attract the youths, to bring them in so that we get the opportunity to develop a relationship with them, to speak with them, to get them to open up themselves more, and yes.
Now, I know you're also fairly new with YPG.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to be part of the group?
Well, actually, I was a victim of depression. I used to go through a lot of depression and stuff. I used to have suicidal thoughts as well. I never attempted suicide, but because of certain problems I was encountering, it crossed my mind. So coming to the YPG, I met with youths who went through similar problems, and I saw the way that they were they when you look at them, you would never think that they went through this type of problems because of the fact that they were free from it. And I wanted to be in that category as well, so I started listening and coming to the YPG to see what it was really about, and then through getting help from other youths and leaders, now I'm free, and I want to do the same and help others as well.
Great. And she definitely is very vivacious and full of energy, so I'm happy to see you in a better place. And right now we're going to move over to Kenya because she's another strong lady here with YPG and has had her own experience, which she will share with us.
Actually, I came to the YPG because I was suffering from suicidal thoughts. I attempted to kill myself many times. The last time was that I used a knife to stab myself, and I was hospitalized at VH, and I was referred to the wellness center where I was on medication, and I had to do counseling every Thursday. But for some reason, the medication, it was not like, even though I was taking the medication, I still used to have a suicidal thought. So it reached to a point where my grandmother invited me to YPG, and from there I got help. When I entered YPG, I got people that accepted me for who I was, and I felt like I was home. So that helped me to get out of suicidal thoughts, to fight against the suicidal thoughts. Because suicidal thoughts is something that don't just appear. It's something that you go through depression, you suffer from loneliness, and you reach to a point where you feel that you had enough. There is no way out, and that is when the suicidal thoughts really come and you attempt to kill yourself. So now I'm free from suicidal thoughts, and my desire is to help young people who are facing suicidal thoughts, because I know as a fact that the suicidal thoughts come from homes where people feel that they do not get that parent love, or they feel hopeless, nobody cares about them. So that's where suicidal thoughts come from, I believe. So I know that a lot of young people in St. Lucia are going through the same problem. So before they reach the point of committing suicidal thoughts, then our desire is to go after them, to let them know that there's hope. And basically the Break the Silence event is basically to send out the message that there's hope. Do not stay inside,
don't keep it in.
Yes, there is hope.
Great. Now you see, this is why this is going to be a powerful movement. This is happening Saturday the 15th from 1 p.m. at the VG complex. And again, people tend to keep these information and these thoughts to themselves. They're afraid of being judged. So again, it's about breaking the silence. You're going to be in an environment that is going to be welcoming. And how's it going to unfold on Saturday?
Okay, well, we're expecting that young people will give their testimonies, and also we want to make it a fun day, not just a day where you're going to get messages on how to overcome suicide, because no one will want to come out of a shell that's going through suicide just to speak out about it. It's something that they need to get comfortable with someone to be open up, and that's what YPG will be doing at the VG Complex. We're going to make it a fun day, a day that we could actually bring help to a youth that is facing suicide.
Great. So this is why everybody, young, old, please come out. If this is hitting home for you, again, it's going to be a no judgment zone. It's going to be fun. Now we have one other person here, last but definitely not least. So I'd like to introduce again Stanley. And I know you are also with YPG, very youthful member. What made you decide to be part of this organization?
Well, what made me come to the YPG? I was angry because I had anger inside of me. My mom, every day she used to tell me, go to do these chores, and I never used to listen to her. And this brought me to be angry at her. I wish she was dead, and that when she was dead, I could be out there with my friends, doing everything. But when I came to YPG, I found that I have to have that love for my mother, and she just wanted to love me.
Great. I really love hearing this. You know, I have a son who's 9 and we battle about doing chores, and it is because your mom loves you and wants to make sure she trains you to be a great young man. So I'm happy that you're also loving your experience with YPG. And again, these things are not anything that's going to omit anybody. It's something that we all go through in our life. So YPG is here. It's here for the youth, for everybody. And again, we want to remind you, we are going to be breaking the silence Saturday the 15th. So give them the start time again.
It's actually start at 1.
Mm-hmm.
At 1, we will be doing a silent march from the Derek Walker Square to the VG Complex. And the silent march is basically to, I will not say mourn, but we need to show respect for the families who have lost their children, their friends, their relatives through suicide. So we're going to start with a march, and at the complex, we're going to have that grand event, social activity, you know, someplace where people can come and have fun.
Great. Again, so we're going to be breaking the silence. Please come out, because one step to avoiding suicide is to prevent it. So you are not alone. So 1 p.m., that is the time we're breaking the silence. All right. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Good morning to you, St. Lucia, everybody in Viewfort. Special good morning, because guess what? We are at the Kakabeth, and it is for Heineken Green Synergy 2018. Now, it's 15 years of Green Synergy. A lot of things have changed. A lot of new things are happening this year. But guess what? $8,000 and $18,000 respectively as cash prizes for both the Clash and the Skill segment tells me that we're in for a very good show. So sit back, relax, and get ready. Have your cold Heineken in hand, because we're taking you on the journey of Green Synergy 2018 right here in Viewfort. Let's go.
So I had to snatch and grab Curbs Ecstatic, and I have to make sure I have big respect, because this is our reigning champ, and he is defending his title for the Clash. Although Little Birdie told me you are also coming to take both Skills and Clash this year.
Yeah, I'll be trying my best to do that. It's Curbs Ecstatic 2017 Clash champion. I'll be working to take both titles this year.
Now, how are you feeling? Of course, things are kicking off and rolling. Guys are pumped and ready. Are you a little bit nervous? What is the mood right now?
Well, backstage it's like a family atmosphere. You know, all the guys, we get together, we get along very well. But then on stage it's a competition after all. So then we family at the back, but you take the best to the stage. That's how we compete.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to keep him any longer.
Everybody, listen, there's a lot of action, as you can see, happening behind us. We are backstage giving you everything as it's happening, but we had to stop to take the time to speak with Gaius, who is a sales manager with WLBL. It's 15 years of Green Synergy, and I know you've been there to see it blossom. How do you feel right now?
It's an exciting feeling for me. We're very proud of it. I'm very proud of what it has become, the growth of Green Synergy. So for me, I'm very, very excited.
And what are you looking forward to the most this year?
I think for me it's the development of the DJs, to ensure that the DJs go through this intensive program and they could go out there and apply themselves. Because DJing is not only about just carrying a laptop, but be able to interact with your audience, connect with your audience, and entertain your audience. So for me, this is what I'm expecting to come out from this program.
This is truly an exciting Green Synergy and a year of difference. 15 years already, but you know what? Big up to Mindy, Heineken brand manager. So we had to go look for the leading lady. How are you feeling tonight? Because you know what? We're running on time. Things are moving so quickly. The DJs this year are really, they're amazing, mind-blowing. I don't even know what to say.
I feel great right now. I'm honestly really happy to be amplifying the beat this year. And of course, bringing those different vibes, changing up the Kakabeth once again. And of course, having some new DJs on board and the staple ones as well. And just truly giving St. Lucia a true musical showcase.
And you know what? When you thought Green Synergy couldn't get better, there's even more excitement because one lucky winner is going to be picked this evening. It's the I Love Bear promotion. Hopefully it's my name, but Saucy, tell us about that promotion.
Well, we are going to draw the big prize for the I Love Bear promotion, which was going on for the last 3 months. And some lucky person will win a Subaru XV, a brand new Subaru XV, never been driven. It's waiting, and it's red. And it's waiting for the person at Beachcomber.
Are we speaking to Randy? Yeah. Randy Polio? Yeah. Randy, this is Donovan, MC Donovan. We are live here at Heineken Green Synergy on the Kakabeth in Vieux Fort. We just did the draw for the car, for the Subaru car, the Heineken I Love My Bear promotion. And we are calling to let you know that you, Randy Polio, you just won yourself the Subaru car compliments Heineken. Randy, I never tell a lie in my life. Don't call me liar.
Look, Randy going off there now.
Randy, make some noise.
Is he, Randy? You happy?
Randy, everybody's hearing you. Everybody's hearing you.
You're live right here.
So Randy, where do you live? Possession, where do you live? That's Castries of Vieux Fort. Grosile. Come now. Big up Randy. Let me tell you, boy. Boy, you win. Make some noise again.
First time I hear one scream so.